Hi, good day to all. Shout out to all of you guys who are here waiting. Thank you very much. So this is our prior live stream, and thank you for joining us. So today our aim is to analyze the position. Somehow that's bothering you most of the time, and we will try how we can make chess as a tool for our success. And let's move to our first position. As I promised, we're going to analyze chess position. And we're going to explain how do we analyze this type of position. And I'm now going to share screen. Yes, and there it is. I'm sharing screen now. This is white to move. I'll give you a chance to answer. You can comment your answer in the chat, and we're going to solve this soon. You have 2 minutes to solve this position, and right afterwards, I'm going to give the solution. Shout out to you guys out there who's watching. Thank you for following me, watching me, and hope that you will learn chess soon. And later part, we will going to answer one of the important questions in the group chats that I've been encountering with. So stay tuned and we're going to answer some questions. Good day to all of you out there. This is Yalvin Yen. This is my prior live stream. This will only take about 25 minutes or 30 minutes so that you can replay all the part of the stream and you'll be able to understand the things that you're going to be watching here. Okay, so let's continue. Why to move and win? How are we going to win this kind of position? If you're not able to win this within the 2 minutes given time, then most probably you need to watch this. And we're going to answer soon. You still have few seconds to answer it. If not, then wait for the answer. Last 30 seconds. Yes. And 10 seconds. Let's see how it would look like. And there it is. Time's up. So how do we answer this kind of problem? Yes, you have to remember we have or we have to check every detail of this problem. Okay, so what are the details of this problem? If we're going to see, we can capture the pawn on g7, or we can do something like this. Pawn takes h6, but then it won't give us any advantage because after this move, we will not able to drive black to that square, the h8. And in case you were driven back there, and after king f7, then it's a stalemate. Black cannot move, black cannot move. And it's a stalemate. He's not in check either. So we have to go back. So knight takes g7 or knight takes The pawn on h6 doesn't give us advantage. So let's try to see what else can we do in this position. Okay, if that doesn't work, can we checkmate black using the king and knight? Will that checkmate happen? We try to see a final position of a checkmate. For instance, let's move it there and let's check the king, and that's not good. We could also put the king there, but then it will lead to a stalemate. Being said that, the king and knight cannot checkmate this king on this position. Okay, so I hope you're getting the answer. So we tried two solutions or three solutions already and won't work. If that doesn't work, then what else can we do? We have to remember that we have to use chance principles instead. Instead, let's review chess principles or chess plans. Okay, so what is the plan? In the end game, you have to create a pass pawn. Okay, in the end game, you have to create a pass pawn. Being said that, we have to do something here and create a pass pawn. So you also need to attack the weak pawns. That's the g7. This is very weak, but then this doesn't work. This move does not work if we're going to capture that. Instead, we need to create a pass pawn. Now, the question is, which is the potential pass pawn? Is this the h5 or is it the g6? Which one? Is it the green one or is the yellow one? Okay, so the answer is the yellow one. So how do we do that? We set up a trap on black's king and we try this pawn on g7 to get out of its post. Maybe by moving there, capturing something, or we capture it. But as we saw a while ago, we cannot capture there. That's impossible. Being said that, now this is the only solution. If the pawn can go to f6 and take this, something he takes there, maybe the knight, then this pass pawn will move there. And we have also learned in our childhood, on our first day of our chess, in the end games, if the king can go here, okay, for instance, let's move there. So the king now can support the pawn going to g8. However, this is a stalemate position. So the pawn on g7 must capture something on f6. So that's the fact. Okay, to connect all dots, how do we do that? I'll now give you a solution. We have to maneuver the knight. Okay, we have to maneuver the knight, f4. Okay, whatever maneuver you does, and we have to wait for black to stay on this h8 so that this pawn can go. And what is the best move? We go now to f6, controlling the two important squares. Black is safe, almost stalemate, except for the pawn captures f6. And after that, you know the answer. King goes to f7, and you can promote the pawn. Check. And as you can see, it's a checkmate. It's a 7 moves checkmate. That's how we answer. If we're going to review, what first are we going to do? Try the things that we can do here. Take the g7, take the h6. Okay, so there is the maneuver of knight. We can do this, but then it won't give us advantage. If we try to checkmate black, then that will not, using the king and the knight, it will not provide us any checkmate in this kind of position, except really black blunders. So now, the last thing we're going to do is to try attracting or invite black to capture the knight on f6, and then put the king on f7 and promote the pawn. So we use the principle in the endgame. We need to create a pass pawn. and win that pawn. So we already use it in this kind of position. We wait for black to be stuck in the h8 and still mating him, and afterwards go to f7, the pawn king formation in every pawn endings when you are about to promote the pawn. And I hope this makes sense. Okay, so this is the first problem. Now we go to the second problem. Okay, hope that this makes sense. And I'll try to see who are the guys who's here. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, shout out to you. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. This is our first day, and we're about to solve the second problem. What is the second problem that we had for today? Okay, let's check. There you are. Oh wait, the bishop is there. There. I hope, guys, this will give you light in how to solve chess positions. Again, here we have a position. Okay, but then let's try to observe first what's happening on the position. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, as for your training, you can check this on your board. Try to solve it so by yourself first. Then I'll give you the answer later on. How do we win this position? So if you, the point is, if you find this hard after 1 minute or 2 minutes, then you need to really tune in and really need to check how do we solve chess positions most of the time, because this is very important, especially if you're in a rapid game or in your blitz game. Then you really need to find solution in seconds. Okay, so last 30 seconds before we solve this next problem, and I hope you're enjoying now. And shout out to the guys who's watching. Thank you very much for our live stream. So we are now here. Later on the later part, if we still have time, I'm going to show some openings that we can look at. Okay, I think it's already time. And we are now going to solve this problem. Okay, how do we solve this kind of problem? Okay, so let's see first. Okay, let's dissect the position. Dissect. Okay. Okay, let's dissect the position into details. Okay. So how do we win this position? First, let's check what is our advantages. Okay, as white, our pawns is on the white color. We have a dark bishop. We have an opposing uh, dark bishop for our opponent. But then our pawns is safe. His pawns can be attacked. How? So if we figure out we can freely attack his pawns, then that's the one position for the bishop. And these are the ways we can attack these pawns. Yes, that's possible. Okay. And if we will going to try it using visualization, let's say bishop g5, how does black defend himself? So we have to look at also at the black's response. Bishop goes to to e5. Now bishop goes to d8, and now he has a move bishop to b8, because after bishop takes b6, pawn takes b6. If you intend to create a pass pawn, again, the point of this problem is to create a pass pawn, and if he does that this way, then the bishop, it's on its way. He can take that pawn, and we lose. See, that's not effective. So we have to find another way. Going on this c5 also doesn't work, because there is no way that we can push these pawns. It's a pawn breakthrough. However, the bishop is there. So black has enough time. You have to pay attention for the defense of the opponent most of the time. So what else do we have? Okay. Oh, what we did is we attack black at the back of the pawn. Wait. We attack black at the back of his pawns, behind the pawns, I mean, behind the pawns. And it doesn't work. It's not effective. So what else can we do? So why not think of attacking it in front of the pawn? So what's that move? And by now you can see it. It's bishop to a4 attacks the b6 directly. So does he have enough time to protect his pawns? After this move, bishop goes to e5. Now you're going to take the pawn. If he supports this, you can take the c5 pawn. You gain a two pawns and viola. This is a good position. Okay, so if he moves there, you just move back. Now you start moving these pawns and attack that pawn. So how does it work? Yes. So he moved there. Let's say he moves the king here, tries to goes back. All you need to do is go there, move this pawn. Yes. Move that pawn. If he can take it, then you just take it there. And this is winning after this move. See, so that's how we can win in this position. Attacking the pawns in front. So literally we have to find a way how we can create a pass pawn. That's our objective. And we do it there. Attack it in front of the pawn. See, so that's how this position works. And this is the solution. All you need is logic, find a way, do not give up. And when I saw this problem, after 5 seconds, I know what to do. Because I have a clear way of how can I solve this type of problem. Yes, and that's true. Okay, so that's our second problem for today, and I hope everyone is there watching. So we still have around 8 minutes to go. And what else? Okay, do we still have other problems that we need to solve? Okay, I think so. Yes, we still have a lot of problems, but then it's bad. Where are my chess books? That's the problem. Okay, so we're now going to answer some of the questions. One of the questions asked are if they are, let's say, a noob, wait, they're newbie, I'm a newbie, okay, then they keep on losing into a into lower rated player, for example, 800, and they can defeat actually 49. So this guy is something like 1200. Let's give a situation. Then he sometimes lost or most of the time lost to 800 player, and now the problem is why can he defeat a 1300 player most of the time, but then he was swept down by 800 players? That's the situation. So to a lower player, he kept losing, but then he can defeat a player more than 100 from him. So that is the question. Why is that happening? Okay. The first thing that you need to understand, so I have to write, I think I need to write the question. Okay. So the first question is I am a 1200 player. Why is that I can defeat 1300 player plus, but I was swept out by a 800? rated. Okay, so I am 1200 player. Why is that I can defeat 1300 player, but I was swept out by 800 rated one. So this is the first question. Okay, that we need to analyze. Okay, okay. So why do you think so? Yes. So actually, in the 1500 ratings and below, things are going stable most of the time. Okay, you gain new knowledge on this in this area, in this level. Most of the time, you're gaining knowledge, and you really want to apply it. Sometimes you hit the correct moves, you'll be able to execute this one because of trial and error. But then the problem is because of this unstable situation. What do I mean by unstable? Okay, your opening is not yet that good. You don't have enough tactical foundation. You don't have any strategical foundation. So what happened is you're just guessing moves most of the time. But if you are studying chess book or a definite chess program, then it's no problem. Your ratings will go up and you will start beating these guys. And one important factor affecting is the experience. Most of the guys 1500 and below has less experience in the game. Okay, as I've said, you should have in opening at least a one that you know. You have enough foundation in strategy and tactics. That's it. That will bring you up closer to a higher level. For instance, if you're at 1200, it will bring you to 1300 level or 1400 level. So that's how chess works. Okay, we need to study. Then, by this question, don't mind this. Okay, if you're being rated by someone, but instead focus on why you was beaten. Okay, what is your losses? What is your mistake? Try to focus on that. Try to repair it. Then it soon it will follow that you can defeat all of the underdogs, right? So that was it. Yeah, that's really a sad story for now. But then if you reach this 1800, 1900 to 2000, then things become stable because, as I've said, you know what you're doing, you have an opening, you know how to play tactics, at least five or seven tactics that you know. Then strategically, and by the way, talking about strategy, most of the players under 2000 are really bad at strategy. Okay, so what are these strategy? Okay, they just play tactics, chess tactics. Okay, they just hope for an opening in chess tactics, which is bad. Um, what I can share is that you have to build your strategic foundation. Okay, so that the guys who can reach 2100, 2200, whether it's OTB or Blitz, are some guys who has um, knowledge of knowledge or knowledgeable in chess strategy. Yeah, but then it's the masters level, really, the national master or the FIDE master who has mastered the strategic concept of the game. They know how to handle chess strategy. So those are the things that I can share: chess strategy and tactics. Okay, regarding tactics, if you reach master's level, then you will not be beaten by somebody who is 100 or 200 points by you, by from you. Or if does happen, then I think it's your weakness that you have not prepared yet. Okay, that will bring you down to defeat. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so what I can say is focus not on the ratings, but instead on your game. Just focus on your game and give up your best. Okay, so that's my answer. And the ratings will follow. The one that you are looking at here, it will follow. Okay, your problem. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, and I'm trying to find some question again. Maybe this can help. Yes, wait. There are a lot of questions roaming around in the Lichess or that Orge group page. So I just want to, yeah, I just want to check one. Okay, we still have enough time. And shout out to the guys who are here. Thank you very much for joining my live stream. This will be a regular live stream, and I hope that, yeah, it's 25 minutes already, so we are about to end. Okay, so I'll try to improve the live stream one by one, step by step. Okay, it will improve. Then we'll try to make it more fun. Wait, where's that? Yeah, I'll go into answer last question. So this is more about on analyzing a chess game, then later answering some question. Yeah, there's a question. Where are you from? And name the best chess player in your country. So I can answer this by saying, okay, the best player in our country is actually Wesley. So wait, so it's Wesley. So actually, it's Wesley. So our best player, but then he's in the US now. Okay. All right, let's see. What else can we answer? I want a question which has some that is very interesting. Okay, it is normal to have a rating of 2400 and not even knowing any chess openings or notation. Okay, I'll already answer this one. Wait, I'll post the question. It's normal to have a 2400 rating without any knowledge of openings, winning theory, or chess notation. Okay, so this is the question. Is it normal to have 2400 rating without any knowledge of opening theory or chess notation? Okay, if this is in the online, then most probably it will be possible. Okay, because in the online, all you need to do is to click search to join tournament and then play the game. Yeah, but if you are talking, okay, if you are talking about FIDE over the board, then this is impossible. Let's check why is it possible for a online setup. As I've said, all you need to display, okay? And you don't need to know the notation, okay? Most guys now are very good. Even the 12-year-old player, 13-year-old player are very good playing at chess. Okay, so they use chess tactics like that. They can won by how many they can reach a rating like this by playing a lot of games. Okay, so they have a lot of games most of the time. That's why they can reach that. So it's not necessarily that you have to beat 23, 24, 25 to reach this rating in an online. You can start playing. Let's say you want to gain 100 points, then you defeat, okay, or let's say if you are 2000 you want to become 24, so 400 points. Okay, so you can defeat players with ratings like 2200 and up to 23. Start making draws with them or playing with them, okay, defeating them, and you will reach this, okay, around 200 games. Yeah, that's true. And what about the OTB? Okay, because in the over the board, you have to have a standard. If you are talking the standard chess, then you need to know notation. FIDE won't allow you to play without knowing chess notation. That's the point. Okay, and as you can see in the long time setup, long time control, opening theory does matter. They have enough time to throw you out if you're making crazy moves in the opening. See, and if that happens that you play accidentally because of your chess skill, you were able to make the best move in the openings. And that's true. That also happens. However, not in the OTV. Okay, not in the OTV setup because that will be impossible. Because if you reach that rating 24, you have to be a master right away, going to 23, right? That's the point. Okay. But these cases happen in the OTV, in the locals, for example, in the Russian Federation alone, they're playing with their own players, they're not internationally competitive. Okay, in the UCF, this happens. The senior masters are 24. They're not playing international. So it's normal. Okay, so with their own system of ratings, this will happen, but not in FIDE. Okay, that's the point. Not in FIDE. Okay, maybe in the rapid or blitz because you are not required to write moves. But then in the standard, this is way impossible. Okay, so that's the answer for this question. And I hope you learn a lot. And thank you for joining me in this live stream. I am about to end. Thank you very much for those who watch. And you can replay this. Just share this to anyone that you your chess community, chess friends, and I'll be doing a lot more of this live stream. And I hope this will be more entertaining and fun next time. So thank you, guys, and good luck to you. Okay, so I'll just post my next live stream. It will be a 24-hour post in all the possible groups that I'm joined in. Okay, thank you very much, and hope to see you in my next video. By the way, I already uploaded one of my chess video, a game. Okay, strong center. Okay, that was a while ago, so you can check it and all my together with all my other videos out there. Thank you and wish you luck. And I hope I can talk to someone here during my next live stream. Bye and see you.